He's killing my girlfriend!
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend!
Who's killing your friend?
There's something strange about emergency calls. Most people only dial 911 during the worst moments of their lives. A moment of panic, a moment of shock, a moment when they realize something is happening right in front of them, and they can't stop it. But the calls you're about to hear are different, because the people making these calls weren't talking about something that happened hours ago. They were experiencing the nightmare in real time. Tonight, we're looking at 3 real emergency calls that many people consider some of the most terrifying ever recorded. And trust me, the final call is almost impossible to forget. Before we listen to the first call, imagine you're sitting alone in your house late at night. Everything is quiet. Nothing seems unusual. Then you casually look out the window, and you notice something moving outside. At first, you assume it's an animal, maybe a stray dog, maybe a deer. But after a few seconds, you realize it's standing upright, and it appears to be staring directly at your house. That's exactly what happened to the man you're about to hear.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on and I just happened to glance and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. It looks like a man. I don't know what it was. Just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Sure.
Gio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he doing in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what... It's a big... real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person, somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
Every time I listen to this recording, one detail stands out. The caller doesn't sound like someone making up a story. He sounds genuinely confused, genuinely frightened, and with every question the dispatcher asks, his description becomes stranger. A figure that seemed unusually tall, dressed entirely in black, standing silently in the darkness, watching. The moment that unsettles most listeners is when the caller realizes the figure isn't simply passing by. It's looking directly at him. Years later, people on the internet began comparing the description to the fictional character Slender Man, a tall figure, silent, watching from a distance. Of course, there's absolutely no evidence that the caller saw anything supernatural. It could have been a person, it could have been a misunderstanding, caused by darkness and fear. But that's exactly what makes the call so disturbing. No one has ever been able to say with certainty what was standing outside that house that night. And sometimes, the things we can't explain are the things that stay with us the longest. But if you think that's unsettling, the next call would eventually become part of one of the most shocking criminal cases in recent memory. At first, Jennifer Pan sounded like a victim, a terrified young woman trapped inside her own home, hearing strange noises downstairs, unsure of what was happening to her family. And when she called 911, her fear sounded completely real.
What's your name?
My name is Jennifer.
Someone just broke in?
Someone broke in and I heard shots like pop. I don't know what's happening. I'm tied upstairs.
Does it sound like gunshots?
I don't know what gunshot sounds like. I just heard a pop. My dad just went outside screaming.
Do you think your mom is downstairs too?
I don't hear her anymore. I don't know what's happening.
If you heard that call without knowing the full story, You'd probably feel sorry for her. Most people did, at least in the beginning. But as investigators began examining the evidence, small inconsistencies started appearing, then more and more. Piece by piece, the story began to unravel. What initially appeared to be a horrifying home invasion eventually became one of the most infamous criminal investigations in modern history. And suddenly, people began listening to the call differently. The panic sounded different. The story sounded different. And the questions became far more disturbing, because sometimes the most frightening thing isn't what happens during the emergency, it's what gets discovered afterward. But even that wasn't the most terrifying call on this list, because the final recording contains no mystery, no theories, no unanswered questions, just pure panic. Before we hear the final call, you need to understand what made this case so shocking. The animal at the center of the story wasn't living in the wild. His name was Travis, a chimpanzee who had spent years around humans. Many people considered him friendly. Some even described him as part of the family, which is why nobody expected what happened next. One day, a family friend arrived at the house. Within minutes, everything changed, and what followed became one of the most disturbing emergency calls ever recorded.
911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 241 Rock Clement Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Yes. He ripped her apart. Hurry up. Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. Just shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
What makes this recording so difficult to listen to isn't just what happened. It's the voice, the desperation, the fear. You can hear someone realizing, second by second, that the situation is completely out of control. There are no movie monsters, no special effects, no horror soundtrack, just a real person experiencing a real nightmare. And that's exactly why the call is so terrifying. Because unlike a horror film, nobody knew how the story was going to end. 3 calls. 3 completely different stories, yet all of them share one thing in common. In each call, someone found themselves facing a moment they never expected, a moment of fear, a moment of uncertainty, a moment that would stay with them forever. And perhaps that's what makes these recordings so unforgettable, not because they're mysterious, not because they're famous, but because they're real. Which call disturbed you the most?